On the highlights, President Bola Tinubu, determined to secure country, urges Nigerians to shun United States terror alert. The military, police vows tough measures for ballot box snatchers. Plus, NAFDAC bans ethylene as an antioxidant in feed of food-producing animals. Good afternoon and welcome to the news. Before we go ahead, we'd like to remind you whether you really love and care about River State and our peace. And let's build and take her to greater heights. And this is the task we must accomplish. You can watch RSTV News live on YouTube at RSTV Online and Facebook at RSTV 22 phone line. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for updates on your live feeds. And our details of the news. The Commandant, Nigerian Legion Corps of Commissioners, River State Command, Chris Ubom, has restated the readiness of the Corps to contribute to the security of lives and properties in the country. He made the declaration during the inauguration of the cabinet officers of the Olananda Division of the Corps at the Government Girls Secondary School, Rumuokwuta, Port Harcourt. Emmanuel Emeneyu's report is read from our studios.
The commandant said the purpose of the Nigerian Legion Corps of Commissioners is to collaborate with other sister security agencies to maintain security and order in the society. He charged the Olanada Division to work in one accord and implement the vision of the Corps, warning that anyone found culpable will not only be dealt with, but will be shown the way out. According to him, President Tinubu in his address during the launching of the Armed Forces emblem has given full recognition to the Corps as part of the security architecture of the nation and urged all stakeholders to collaborate with them.
Defense comprises of three: the Army, Navy, and Air Force. And if you are privileged to be among those people, so don't think that wearing this uniform is a fluke. Currently, at the command, we have recruited and we are training. The room is still open for some of your wards, if you have them, that want to wear the uniform like you. Let them come in. We will still accept them and train them to be better citizens of this country.
Director of Administration, Prince Oro, and the Director of Operations, Emmanuel Ekweme, appealed to the government at all levels to involve the commissioners in the security arrangement following the recognition and approval of the federal government.
President Federal Republic of Nigeria has made a roll call that all states and federal government to engage Nigeria Legion Corps of Commissioners in security activities, having seen the capacity of the men and the confidence he has in them. So at this point in time, we are calling on private institutions to also key into this available opportunity and make use of the Corps of Commissioners, as the men that are there are fully trained and battle ready to combat crime to its fullness.
We are happy to inaugurate this cabinet. Commandant, I charge you to carry out your duty without fear or favor. It is your responsibility to carry out this duty effectively and make sure the name of the Corps is not wrong in the Corps.
Responding, the Divisional Command Officer, Olanada Division of the Corps, Akilo Ayokorode, and the Principal of Government Girls Secondary School, Rumuokwuta, Gladys Promise, represented by Okezie Opara, commended the River State Command of the Corps for the gesture and urged them to extend their security patrol to the school to curb crime in the area.
The State Command said they have declared today the 4th of November, the year 2023, to give all the cabinet officers of another division mantle of authority to operate, and it is we are very grateful.
Inspection of guard of honor by the commandant and the inauguration of the cabinet officers of Olanada Division was high point of the event.
Vice Chairman, Maritime Territory and Creek Road Area Superintendent of the Apostolic Church, Apostle Fabian Bage, has charged Christians to be more committed to the work of God to win more souls for the kingdom. He said this during the 45th Annual Convention of the Apostolic Church Nigeria Maritime Territory, Creek Road Area, Port Harcourt, with the theme, Our Citizenship is in Heaven. Again, Emmanuel Emeneyu's report is read from our studios.
Apostle Bage, while expressing gratitude to God for a successful annual convention, said God has been faithful to the church over the years, noting that the strength and divine courage which he bestowed on them enabled the church in winning more souls for Christ. Apostle Bage enjoined Christians to reflect on the message of the kingdom of God through the life they live on earth, adding that the theme for this year's convention is to create awareness that the earth is not a permanent home for all. The cleric, however, assured that the church will continue to pray for the unity of Rivers State and called on the youth and stakeholders to work in synergy with the government to move the state forward.
The church is moving forward. We are advancing in evangelism. Not only that, people are coming to receive Jesus as their Lord and personal Savior, and they are having more zeal for the work of the Lord. The theme of this year's convention is very, very timely and unique. It talks about our citizenship is in heaven. That means that as Christians, our value is of heaven. Our conversation, our lifestyle should reflect that of heaven.
Guest preacher Apostle Joseph Baribolo, who dwelt on the theme, "Our citizenship is in heaven," said whosoever believes in Jesus is a citizen of heaven. Apostle Joseph, who took his text from Philippians chapter 2 verse 20, said, "For a man to be a citizen of heaven, he must live a holy life, have love and care for one another."
Are you born again? Many people in the church are not born again. They are still committing fornication and adultery. They are still with their witchcraft. If you have not accepted the Lord Jesus as your Lord and Savior, you are not yet a citizen of heaven.
In an interview, parishioners expressed joy for the goodness of God upon their lives and prayed God for more grace for the growth of the church.
We rate it very successful because the turnout was enormous and the people were very happy.
This year's convention is one of the best since our arrival in Creek Road area. You can see it yourself that the attendance is massive. The cooperation, the ambience, everything about this convention this year is wonderful.
Thank God for what He has done, keeping us up to this 45 annual convention in Creek Road area. By His grace, I believe that next year will be no better than this year's convention.
The event featured choir ministration, thanksgiving, and award to the donors for the welfare of the church.
Imabong Igbaria John Ni Tobin, an indigene of Boni local government area of Rivers State, is appealing for assistance from public-spirited individuals to enable her undergo a correctional spinal cord fracture surgery. She explained that the appeal for the sum of 5 million naira became imperative following her incapacitation and confinement to the bed. Nnamdi Olumini takes it from here.
Imabong Igbaria is a native of Boni in Rivers State, but married to Akwa Ibom State and resides with her family at Igboeche. The 46-year-old woman and mother of 4 children was brought to Rivers State Television by her husband in a vehicle, but could not walk or stand on her feet. Narrating her ordeal, she said it started like a mild pain in her neck, which she suspected to be malaria attack. But as time goes on, the pain increased, which prompted her to go for a medical check and was diagnosed with what is called neck arthritis.
It started April this year. Since then till now, been in excruciating pains. We did a series of tests, including MRI, covering the upper part of my body and the lower part of my body. So it was from these tests that they now discovered that I had spinal cord problem, the BMH, and they now referred us to UPTH. So we now went there to saw the consultant. So there he explained everything more. He showed us everything that was going on in my body and said the only way it could be corrected was through surgery.
According to her explanations, further investigation revealed that her spinal cord has been badly affected and the surgery would require 2 million naira, which the family can no longer afford, having spent all they had.
I'm on drugs, but the drugs only take away, let me say, 2% of the pain. The rest of the pain, everything, they say until I go through surgery, that's when it could be corrected, which need to be done very fast and at the cost of 5 million naira, which we cannot afford. That is why we are here to appeal to well-meaning Nigerians. Nothing is too big, nothing is too small, whatever they have to assist me so that I can go through with this operation.
Husband of the victim, Emmanuel John, also explained what he has been through to find solution to the problem and appeal to the public to come to their aid.
Some tests were done, like the kidney tests, like the breast tests, liver, lungs. All the tests were done. So the doctors still advised that we should go for MRI test. They saw that the waist here has been affected, but the consultant there still let us know that it's not sure the problem is from here, that we should do another MRI test that will cover the upper part of our body. So we went for that one again. When the result came out, they now saw the backbone has shifted and pressed the spinal cord. So that need to be corrected through surgery. But he now said the cost of the surgery will be 5 million naira. And before anything can be done, we have to pay up to 70% of this money.
To reach the couple, please call this number 0813-1924-758. Account name Emmanuel Imabong. Account number 004-8378-424. Bank, Access Bank, or visit River State Television for more inquiries. Nnamdi Olimini, RSTV News.
There is no cause for panic by Nigerians following the travel advisory by the United States. Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, who spoke at a session with newsmen, said President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was determined to secure the country. Idris said the federal government will ensure the safety and well-being of all Nigerians and visitors, noting that security and intelligence agencies have been constantly at work, foiling threats and neutralizing bandits. According to him, the Nigerian Air Force has been busy with successful airstrikes against criminals and terrorists in the northeast and northwest. It just dismissed insinuations that the political crisis in the Niger Republic could fuel terrorism in the country. A Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, has said that the federal government planned 3 million technical talent through MTT program has crossed the 1 million mark in terms of applications received thus far. Tijani, who said the federal government would firm up plans as regards it, disclosed that the Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy would soon announce the next line of actions as regards the 3 MTT. The minister, who announced the development via a post on X, said the next step for the applicants will be announced in the next 12 hours. In the post, Tijani put total trainees at 1,1,457. Total providers at 18,644 and total partners at 1,407. The minister had announced a 1 billion naira funding for the program to be provided by IHS Telecom. The support came as a boost to the federal government's program, which seeks to train 3 million Nigerians in technical skills over the next 4 years. According to the implementation plans released by the government in October, the training will be held in 3 phases. The Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, has expressed the commitment of the federal government to a fair, transparent and accountable electoral system, which he said was the foundation of democracy in the country. Akume stated this while inaugurating stakeholders' roundtable on policy oversight for electoral integrity in Nigeria, in collaboration with the African Electoral Integrity Initiative in Abuja. According to the SGF, the gathering elucidated the convergence of the nation's collective interests with a shared vision to uphold the sanctity of its electoral processes. The SGF noted further that the primary objective of the forum was to scrutinize the country's existing electoral legislation and identify best practices which would serve as guidelines for free, fair, and transparent elections. A Vice Chairman, Senate Committee on Environment, Senator Ned Nwoko, said that the destruction of vessels apprehended for carrying illegal goods and stolen crude oil by the military is to conceal evidence. Senator Nwoko, while speaking with newsmen in Abuja, stressed that destroying what should be used as evidence for crimes committed was illogical, except those expected to prevent the crime were complicit and compromised. The lawmaker, who is also a member of the Senate Committee, Upstream Petroleum, added that the only reason the military destroyed vessels apprehended for crude oil theft or lifting was to destroy evidence. And do you love and care about River State and her peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. And this is the task we must accomplish. You can watch RSTV News live on YouTube at RSTV Online and Facebook at RSTV22. Line, you can subscribe and click the notification bell for updates on our live feeds. And up ahead, Israel to take security responsibility for Gaza. No ceasefire yet. And in sports, Nigeria Football Federation suspends 14 referees over poor officiating. Hang on, we'll be right back.
I come from a people who believe.
Her people with a will and the way.
I come
people united by passion,
determination to succeed and to succeed.
We are a people who overcome all challenges. As a people, we create hope for the future.
We are one people, united by a common bond, to create the rivers of our dreams.
I believe in the security of our people.
And I believe in the unity of our heritage.
I believe in the oneness of our people.
Together we are determined to succeed. Together we are River State.
One people, one heritage, one goal.
One rivers, one faith, one responsibility.
This is my responsibility.
This is my rivers.
Our state, our responsibility.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
Welcome back. The Nigerian Army has declared a battle against hoodlums who may be planning to snatch ballot boxes during Saturday's governorship elections in Kogi, Bayelsa, and Imo states. Speaking on the security operations for the election, the General Officer commanding 6th Division, Nigerian Army Land Component Commander, Joint Task Force South-South, Operation Delta Safe, Major General Jamal Abdul Salam, warned anyone planning to cause trouble in the governorship poll to steer clear of the state or face the consequences. Abdul Salam, who gave the directive while addressing troops and members of other security agencies during exercise Safe Conduct 2023 in Bayelsa State, charged the troops to ensure the people of Bayelsa State came out in their numbers to vote for candidates of their choice without any fear of intimidation. Similarly, speaking on the police preparation for the poll, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, has said the force would not tolerate electoral violence during the governorship election. Egbetokun handed down the warning during a courtesy visit to Governor Doye Dure in Bayelsa State. He added that the Nigerian Police Force had in December 2022 announced its acquisition of 5 operational gunboats for patrols and response to emergencies in the nation's waterways. The police high command had noted that the increase in human activities along the waterways could also bring about an increase in criminality, assuring that the police and other security agencies were fully prepared and duty-bound to ensure free and fair polls, stressing that troublemakers would have the law to contend with. The IGP assured that the police and other security agencies would be neutral before, during, and after the exercise, enjoining the people of Bayelsa to have confidence in the police. National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has announced a ban on the use of ethoxyquin as an antioxidant in feed for food-producing animals. NAFDAC's Director General, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, said in a statement today that the decision was made following a review of the scientific evidence, which suggests that ethoxyquin may be responsible for a wide range of health-related problems in both animals and humans. Professor Adeyeye said ethoxyquin is widely used in animal feed in order to protect it against lipid parasitism, adding that it cannot be used in any food for human consumption, but it can pass from feed to farmed fish, poultry, and eggs, so human beings can be exposed to this antioxidant. According to her, the third component, EQ, is one of the best-known feed antioxidants for domestic animals and fish, and that its undeniable advantage is its high antioxidant capacity and low production cost. She added that in light of these concerns, NAFDAC has decided to ban the use of ethoxyquin in feed for food-producing animals. At least 14 persons, mostly children, have been killed and 19 others wounded after bandits invaded Maulud celebration ground in Ruga Kusa community, Musawa local government area of Katsina State. Police spokesman Abubakar Aliyu, who confirmed the incident, said during the attack, which appears to be a reprisal and lasted for over an hour, hoodlums abducted at least 20 residents to an unknown destination. 6 of those killed were from the Ruga Kusa community, 2 from Gidan Malamai, and 6 from Yarangua of Musawa and Mazul local government areas. You added that those wounded are receiving treatment in both Musawa General Hospital and the Federal Teaching Hospital, Katsina. Democratic Republic of Congo government troops and United Nations peacekeepers have launched a joint operation aimed at reinforcing security around the capital of the North Kivu province, Goma.
Aimed at reinforcing security around the capital
faces
of the
threats
North
from
Kivu
several
province,
armed
Goma.
groups, including from the M23 rebels, group which Congo accuses Rwanda of supporting, although Kigali denies the claim. The UN Force Commander, Lieutenant General Otavio Rodrigues do Miranda Filho from Brazil, was present at the launch of one joint patrol and emphasized his force's commitment to helping the Congolese troops. Fighting in division has forced residents to flee their villages.
The new joint operation
named Springbok has established several fresh defensive positions with UN armored vehicles and heavily armed troops seen deployed in the hilly terrain near Sake. Local militia known as Wazalendo and the M23 rebels from the Kibumba and Mugumba region have been clashing in the Nyiragongo territory, some 20 kilometers from Goma. The Congolese government has requested MONUSCO's accelerated departure from December. And Israel will take overall security responsibility in Gaza indefinitely after its war with Hamas. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the clearest indication yet that Israel plans to maintain control over the coastal enclave 1 month into a conflict that has claimed thousands of lives and leveled whole swaths of the territory. Netanyahu, in an interview, expressed openness to little pauses in the fighting to facilitate the delivery of aid to Gaza or the release of some of the more than 240 hostages seized by Hamas. He ruled out any general ceasefire without the release of all the hostages. He although said that little pauses were possible. Israeli troops have been battling Palestinian militants inside Gaza for over a week and have succeeded in cutting the territory in half and encircling Gaza City as food, medicine, fuel and water are running low, and United Nations-run schools turned shelters are overflowing. And in entertainment news, we have veteran Nigerian actor John Okafor, fondly known as Mr. Ibu, has suffered amputation of one of his legs due to an undisclosed illness. Elizabeth Benjamin has more on this and other entertainment stories.
This is RSTV World News. We bring you world-class news, accurate, first-hand, entertaining, balanced analysis. RSTV, Channel 22 Port Harcourt.
All right, let's take some sports stories. The Nigerian Football Federation, NFF, has stepped down 14 referees from the ongoing Nigeria Premier Football League over poor officiating. The letter issued from the Federation's Referees Development Committee unit to the NPFL's Chief Operating Officer, Davison Owumi, also requested video footage of the games in which these NPFL match officials performed poorly. The matches include 3 fixtures involving Niger Tornadoes and 2 games from Sporting Lagos. Niger Tornadoes match day 2 clash against Rivers United, which the host Tornadoes won by a lone goal, and their match day 4 home game against Bayelsa United also ended 1-0 in their favor. Also, Tornadoes match day 5 away fixture against Sporting Lagos, which they lost 2-1, and Sporting Lagos match day 6 away fixture against Kwara United, which they lost 2-1, as well as the games involving Sunshine Stars versus Abia Warriors game. Other games are Gombe United versus Plateau United on match day 5, and the game between Bendel Insurance and Remo Stars on match day 7. Do you love and care about River State Honor Peace? Let's build and take her to greater heights. And this is a task we must accomplish. You can watch RSTV News live on YouTube at RSTV Online and Facebook at RSTV22 phone line. You can subscribe and click the notification bell for update on our live feeds. And that's the news. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more programs coming to you from RSTV. And once again, my name is Gugu Iyala. I say bye-bye for now.